Hey guys, welcome back to United Star. So we have Michael from the Indian Hammers. Michael, welcome. It's great to have you here. Uh, United play West Ham. It's a big game. It's the FA Cup. Uh, what do you think about the game? How likely do you think West Ham are to defeat United?
Directly to the point, huh?
Yeah.
Uh, to be honest, I actually, if you had asked me this just after our last encounter, I would have been more pessimistic, especially with all the stuff that happened with Haller and all of the injuries that had piled up at that time. But surprisingly, I think everyone's surprised. Any true West Ham fan would be surprised at where we are at the league table right now. But we've been playing really well, and Moyes has more or less got his blueprint down now at this point in the season where it's like a make or break. Normally, where we West Ham fans are more used to being worried about the 40 points to avoid relegation. We're at a point where we're comfortable in the table and the team is set and we have a proper system in place. So I'm actually looking forward to this game. Even though we are facing Manchester United, who are also having a sort of, even though you guys have your up and downs, you guys are doing well now. But this is one of the best times for us to face you guys, I think so. So I am actually pretty positive going into this FA Cup match.
Right. So, as the opposition, as the United fan, from what I haven't seen too many Hammers games, but from what I've heard and from what I've read, Suchek seems to be the real threat. He seems to be the real deal. He's come into the West Ham team and he's had a great season up till now. Uh, I mean, what has been his impact? How is he? How do you think he's been for the team? Like,
Uh, I'm Suchek has been brilliant. Actually, to be honest, I would be among the small minority who feel that Suchek is a little bit given a bit too much media attention right now, but I don't mind because he's playing brilliantly anyway. But yeah, he is. It's brilliant actually, considering the fact that these transfers, not just him, his Sufal also, who has come in along with him from Czech, right? Which also was actually because of Suchek's recommendation. They've done really well, integrated brilliantly into the team, and we've been crying out for the past, I don't know, 5 to 6 years. We've been crying out for a very solid midfield partnership, and we have Rice and Suchek who perfectly complement each other. Rice, who completely covers that back line, and Suchek. The thing about him, like you said, the thing which stands out is the goals, right? Because he always knows when to run in, when to make that thing. There was actually a small comparison people used to make that, okay, Moyes has found his Fellaini. So you guys know how Fellaini played for you guys also and how he used to play in Everton. But honestly, I think Suchek is even better because he's look at the variety of goals he scored. He's not only scored with his head, he's also scored rocket shots and he scored some really good. He's shown a really good knack of knowing when to run into the box to get the goal. So yes, he's been absolutely amazing for us in that aspect. However, the red card appeal. So you do know that he got the red card, right? The
right,
controversial red card last night.
right.
So hopefully the appeal goes through.
Yeah, I was going to come to that. So, for all you guys who don't know, Suchek was red carded in the game against Fulham in the 90 plus seventh minute, I think, and West Ham have appealed, and the result hasn't come out yet. But coming back to the Fulham game, West Ham were pretty poor. Didn't have a uncharacteristically bad performance in that game, and it's not only the possession that they were lacking; they were lacking in the attempts on goal, and Fulham sort of dominated that game. So, what do you think went wrong there?
Uh, you would say uncharacteristic when you consider the fact that we've been doing very well of late. But a lot of
Yeah,
old-time West Ham fans would tell you that's actually characteristic of West Ham. We tend to do really well in the matches that people think that, okay, we're not going to do well in. And then suddenly we think, okay, we're going to build up a sort of steam towards the form. And then we do horrible against some team that we are expected to roll over, right?
trust me, I
But
understand
yeah,
that.
we were poor.
As a
Yeah.
United fan, I understand that more than anyone.
Yeah, you guys have been going through that similarly in the past few
Yeah,
years, I think so. The thing is with us, I think it was also, to be honest, it's a bit of fatigue because Antonio's just back recently from injury. Lingard also, you guys know, he never got
playing.
game time when he was at United. So yeah, so he also looked exhausted. And no excuse for Bowen though, because Bowen was rested in the game before, and I don't know what happened to him this particular game. But him and Benrahma was also pretty good. Okay, I think it was just a bump in the road, I think so, which has happened. I don't think, hopefully, I don't think this is something which is an indication of anything else other than it being a bump in the road.
Yeah, you mentioned Jesse Lingard. Of course, he's a United player. He's on loan at West Ham. He's come in, and the first game he played, he got 2 goals. Although you could say it was keeper's mistakes, but he's had an effect, and he's had an impact on West Ham now, and he's fit directly into the team, into the first team. How do you rate his impact, and do you think it's something that he can prolong or maybe extend over a period, or is it just like a short burst that he's had right now?
I'll be completely honest. I was one of the people who was very skeptical about Lingard coming in. I really didn't think that, especially considering not so much a knock against Lingard, but in more in the sense that we have so many people in that position which we can play. Lanzini and Fornals also there, who are doing pretty okay for now. But Lingard's first match was brilliant. I mean, yeah, you're right. The keeper was at fault for both the goals. But in the entire game, he showed a lot of. There was so much happening, not just regarding the goals. Him and Benrahma linked up really well, and I think the thing which Lingard was missing when he was at United, right? Because I think Lingard really does. You would know this better than me, probably. I think Lingard is the type of player who likes to feed off those one-twos, those quick passing
Right.
things, and he needs a person to give him that ball. Which unfortunately at United right now, I think you guys are playing a bit more of an overall system where you have like a person who's orchestrating everything and everybody is going around it. Maybe Bruno right now, sometimes Pogba, and I think individually Lingard would do better for us. So I don't think it's just a sudden like a limited burst. I honestly think that this is something that he can really exploit in his time with us at West Ham. So yeah, I'm hoping for Lingard having a very successful time with us here.
Right. So obviously, as United fans, I, being very realistic, I'm not being carried away by the title talks. I think we're far away from there, and in my opinion, the FA Cup is the only realistic cup that we can, a trophy that we can win this season. Uh,
Hmm.
and so I think Oli is not going to give his players a rest. He's going to go all out, and he's going to go for the win. Do you think it's
Hmm.
going to be the same with West Ham?
A part of me actually thinks that is what happened at Fulham, because I think Moyes actually may have kind of given a feeling that okay, the FA Cup is more important, so this Fulham game just make it through, make it the 1 point isn't that bad. But I know he wouldn't say as much, but that's the vibe I got because the players weren't. It looked like they were preparing for the next game. So I think considering the fact that he rested some key players in Fulham also, I think to be able to play well in United, I guess against United, I really think that Moyes is going to go all out in this FA Cup. Like you said, this is the most realistic. No, yeah, this is the only cup we have left in terms of being contenders. And I think, considering the fact that other than City, I don't think there's any team that we that right now with our form and the way we're playing that we really are afraid of facing. I think so. Yeah, you guys, I think both teams are going to go all out. You're right. I think Ole is also going to take this opportunity to take the FA Cup, and I think Moyes is going to do it. And the thing which I think comes a little to our favor is I really think Moyes has figured out how to play against teams that are geared like the way you guys are. Because I think uh, we tend to play well against teams that take the initiative against us, right? Because even in Fulham, like you said, even though Fulham had more possession of the ball, they didn't really do anything with the ball either. So we were kind of just, it was just like a uh, uh,
Stalemate
what
of
is that
sorts.
word? With stalemate of sorts, yeah, where both teams were just kind of offish. I think if United try to take the game to us, we would actually be able to exploit that better.
Right. And coming off that, what are your predicted lineups? How do you think Moyes will line up?
Okay, Antonio up front for sure. Oh wait, actually I'll go from the keepers. Fabianski, I think, considering the importance of this, right? Even though it is an FA Cup, I think he's going to go with the strongest team possible. I think Fabianski in defense. And the thing is, now you guys have lost Pogba, right? And Lingard is not going to be able to play for us. So there is a chance that Moyes might actually revert to 5 at the back. But no, actually, I still think even though that is a possibility where he takes that initiative like how he did in the earlier part of the season, I think considering our recent form, he goes 4 at the back, same. Soufal on the right, Ogbonna and Dawson in the central defense, and Cresswell in the left. Rice and Souček. Souček, if he gets his red card overturned, Souček and Rice, and Benrahma on the left. Lanzini. Oh no, sorry, Fornals against you guys. It'll be Fornals for sure. Fornals, and then Antonio up front, and Jared Bowen on the right.
Right. I think it's a pretty formidable lineup. Me personally, I think Antonio is going to give Maguire a very tough time because he's a very physical player and he's deceptively quick. He's big, bulky, but he's still very quick. I think Oli is going to go all out too, and I think he'll play De Gea at the back with Maguire, Telles, Van Bissaka, and I feel he'll start Bailly in this game. I don't think Lindelof will start. I think to counter Souček and Antonio, as I said, I think he'll play Fred and McTominay at the back because, as you said, Pogba is also injured. With Bruno up front and Rashford, Cavani, Greenwood. I think that's how United will line up because
is there no way Van de Beek to come in at all?
I don't see Van de Beek is a very tricky point because I would personally love to see him much more than he's being played right now. But I think Oli doesn't really trust him as of now. Maybe I'm not saying that he doesn't have a future at this club. I really love him as a player, and I love his movement. It's great to watch him play. But I think Oli doesn't trust him enough to sort of throw him out there and get the win. I think Bruno is still the man, and rightly so because Bruno has been the man for the last 1 year. So I think Van de Beek will get his chances, but I don't think it's going to be the West Ham game. Michael,
yeah. No, I just wanted to add one thing. I think one of the things which will be very interesting to see is, I think a key battle in midfield would be Rice versus Bruno, actually. Because I think that's going to happen because the same against Villa also, Rice completely helped neutralize this thing. Even though Soufal got all of the plaudits, right? I think Rice did a very good job of maintaining midfield and he's been really growing into that role. I think Rice versus Bruno is a huge thing which is going to happen. I think that will be a key battle which will decide the way the game goes.
And who knows, this could be his audition for coming to United next season.
You guys hope.
Yeah. And Michael, lastly, what are your score predictions? How do you think the match will turn
out? I actually think because it's the FA Cup, I think, and considering the fact that we've actually been a bit dull so far, I'm actually thinking we might come up all guns blazing. So I'm hoping for we'll barely win. It'll be by 1 goal. So either 2-1 or 3-2. 3-2 is a bit pushing it, but yeah, that's how I'm going at right now.
I think
depending on how the first half goes.
Yeah.
This thing.
Yeah, I'm also pretty confident that United will turn up. And again, the 3-3 draw against Everton is going to sort of tell them, always going to push them because they conceded at last minute the injury time goal, and it's very frustrating when you do that. So I think they're going to come out all guns blazing, and I'm hoping United put in a signature performance and we get a 3-1 win. Yeah, I think 3-1 should be good. So thank you, Michael. It was great having you here. And do check out India Hammers. They do some great work. And that's all we have for you. See you guys in the next one.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching our video. If you do like it, please click on the thumbs up and please subscribe to our channel. Click on the bell icon to get daily notifications from the United Star. Follow us on Instagram at the.UnitedStar and we will see you soon.